Tennessee, they had a good time against Bama last year. Big part of that was they were able to impose their will physically on not just Bama, but I feel like most teams across college football last year. That's why they made the college football playoff. So the big question for them is, hey, that old formula you used last year, is that still intact? Does that still work? We'll unpack it right now. If you're a Tennessee fan, though, and you want more Tennessee content, make sure you're subscribed. I mean, if you're watching the full hour-long show, thank you for that. We appreciate you for that. But if you're watching us as a one-off clip as well, subscribe to the channel. College football, nothing but year-round. Appreciate y'all being dialed in. So there's a reason now where people didn't really melt over the Nico Iamaleava departure. I mean, there was a reaction that was pretty intense, but it was, yes, in large part because of how it happened and the NIL of it all, and it was spring practice, all those things. But you didn't find anybody really hitting the panic button. In fact, a lot of people that were calling into our show and leaving us voicemails were saying he wasn't that great anyway. He didn't carry us to the playoff last year anyway. It was because of our run game and our top 5 defense. And while I think some of that is, debatable on what you lost with Nico because of his potential and all those things, that was why they made the playoff last year. It was because they got into fistfights and they beat the crap out of people. I mean, top 5 defense in America last year, ran the football over 200 yards a game. But it's year 5 now for Josh Heupel at Tennessee. Year 5 now is interesting because all of these guys on Heupel's roster, they're his guys. Recruited, developed. Yes, they went to the portal for some pieces, of course. Everyone does now. But for the most part, I mean, Josh Heupel, these are all people that he has brought into Knoxville. He can sign his name next to every single facet of this roster and of this culture and of their process. But I think when we look at the quarterback position and we look at the formula for Tennessee, I can't help but feel like 2022 kind of muddied the picture for all of us and muddied the expectations. Because 2022, you close your eyes, you think of Jalen Hyatt scoring 17 touchdowns against Bama. You think of Hendon Hooker being arguably the best quarterback in college football that season. I know Caleb Williams, I guess, was pretty good. But you hear what I'm saying. He was unreal that year. It was humming. It was potent. It was all those things. And the defense was atrocious. So you're saying, man, if we just had a defense, we could compete for the playoff and the SEC and all those things. And you're not wrong, but that was such a visible story in college football because of the way that Tennessee popped and they beat Saban and all those things. But like Tennessee, for the most part, that's kind of been their MO from what you saw last year in regards to run the football, play good defense. Like the year after 2022, Tennessee goes out there top 25 unit on defense. They allowed 20 points a game. It's pretty good, right? Ran for over 200 yards a game. Last season, they were epic on defense. Ran for over 200 yards a game yet again, 240 a game. Like, that's kind of who they are to some extent here. And we have this one, I don't want to say outlier, but this one season where Heupel is trying to still get Tennessee up and running, and you have his offense meet with an incredible talent in Hendon Hooker and a guy who's been in college football for a while, and their success there with the skill players as well. It all kind of was a perfect formula to where it just exploded in 2022. But the bones of this thing is still built on play good defense, run the football. So does that formula still work in 25 to them, making the college football playoff? My answer is I don't know. I don't know that it's going to be something where you just fist fight your way to another playoff berth. Why? Because college football is unpredictable. The SEC is weird. You still got to play some of these quarterbacks that could give you some trouble in a Lagway and a Mateer and all that. I totally hear that. But what I will say is I think the defense will be good enough to tee it up for your offense, to tee it up for Joey Aguilar to be the difference for you. So it really, to me, all comes down to, can he be the guy to make enough timely plays? I don't need 30 touchdowns and 3 picks. I need something closer to like 24, 25 touchdowns. Give me like 7 interceptions-ish. Like, I don't need you to be perfect. I need you to be good enough in the big moments. Because that was really Tennessee last year. It was the maturity. In one-score games, went 2-1. That was the difference. That was why they made the playoff. Because when it was time to put up or shut up, and it was time to go win a football game, Tennessee was good enough, they were mature enough, they were well coached enough to go get it done. And you can credit Nico or not credit Nico as much as you want to, but I really do think that same formula will be at least in place. Do you have a guy that can take advantage of it in Joey Aguilar? I'll also add this on. When you point the finger at Joey Aguilar, make sure, keep a little side eye now on what the receivers are doing. Because I think Nico probably could have even been better last year should he have had somebody to separate. That same problem still will persist if you don't have someone step up in that wide receiver room. whether it's Brazel, whether it's Mike Matthews, somebody has got to step up to be the guy to maximize Joey Aguilar. So I'm excited to watch it, but it's all going to come down to, can Tennessee close? If they can, defense will be good enough. I mean, I think defense and the run game will be good enough. Do you have a quarterback that can maximize it? We'll see. But the old formula, the bones of that should still be in place.